So I'm Dave Pitt and this is film 3 of 4 of the Finding Our Funny Roots project for creative black country. This project looks at black country humour between 1950 and 2000. In this film we're going to be looking at what kind of humour is prevalent in our area, or as we say in these parts, what makes us laugh, bab? We spoke to 2 experts from the University of Wolverhampton, Paul McDonald and Josiane Boutonnet, and they told us loads of stuff about the academic process of comedy and what makes people laugh. So I thought what we could do is look at some of the jokes black country comedians used to tell, put that together with the academic types of comedy and see if we can find something that's like unique to this area. Problem is, a lot of the comedians that we were talking about in this project are either retired or sadly they've passed on, or they're living in that there London and we can't get them for this project. So I thought, what can I do? I need to bring these jokes to life. So we've come here to Gazebo Theatre in Bilstead, where I've got unfettered access to their costume department, and I've got some young people turning up in a bit, and we're going to see if we can bring these jokes to life. So let's look at these different types of comedy from an academic perspective, and then let's see if we can find a black country joke that fits it. First off, we'll do an easy one. Release and black humour. Now for this one of our volunteers went to speak to a local lass by the name of Yvonne Cox, and she gave us this beautiful anecdote. If you're eating, stop.
But Molly's got to go to hospital tomorrow, and she's got to have the camera and all that. Anyway, Molly's got an hemorrhoid, so she said to she's going to say to the consultant, any chance you could cut this out, get rid of this for me? I says, don't say that. She says, why? Tell the consultant I'm going to need a bonnet for it. So leave it where it is.
Next things we're going to look at are superiority, self-deprecation, and incongruity. For this, we need costumes to act out a couple of the classic black country jokes. So me, Kalin, Hannah, Kyle, Scott, Brett and Josh behind the camera need an Einak and Eli. 2 old men, shirts, flat caps, waistcoats. We also need Dolly Allen, old woman, nice hat, preferably with a feather. And we need a generic biker.
No.
Kalin, are you just fulfilling your own dreams here?
Yeah.
Try them on, see if they fit.
Alright there, cocker.
Right there, Aki.
Got any flat caps in there?
Yeah, there's no.
Scott, you were born to play that role. So I should point out, I'm currently editing the video, and we had this thing for the incongruity section, which was the string joke that Einak and Eli used to do. One of them's pulling a piece of string, and the other one says, why are you pulling that piece of string? And he says, have you tried pushing it? However, I thought there was a much better example of incongruity. In much the same way Clark Kent goes into a phone box and reappears as Superman, he went in as Scott and came out as a motorcyclist. And you want to know what incongruity is? It's anyone walking into that store with so little time and coming out with such a perfect costume. Wow.
Let's have a look. Oof. Boom. Beautiful.
I feel like I'm dressing for like a formal event in this, man.
Do you want a belt? Made it of bags.
We don't want this one.
So, why don't you like that hat?
It's not going to fit my head. It doesn't seem like it's Dolly Allen.
It's not, is it?
Oh yeah, that's a nice like dress shirt, isn't it? You could get away without a tie with that.
That's very Royal Ascot.
Yeah.
It looks very nice.
I thought I'm going to have a few more.
Dolly Allen, we found your address.
No. Let's be honest.
Need a belt.
I love this place.
It's still not.
No.
What do you think? It's not, is it?
No,
You're not feeling the character, are you?
it's the hat. You need the hat.
Something else for you to try. Catch. Try that as a hat instead. Which one do you prefer, that one or the first one? You're really getting into this character, aren't you?
Every character I get, I'm in good place.
Aina can I lie?
Yeah.
Them back together.
Yeah. I'm already getting into this.
Scarf as well. Hey. Coming on, isn't it?
Yeah, funny.
This is the worst episode of Mad Max ever. Mad Max, Tetchy Road. I think you've...
What's he doing?
I think he's ready.
Are you ready to go?
Races.
Aki's a shift worker. Aki's a shift worker. You're meant to work, no shift.
Go, Cocker.
Hey there, Aki. What's he doing round here? He's a bit saft in the head, ain't he?
No, he's racing for the Isle of Man TT races.
But he don't even have a bike, though.
Don't tell him that.
Why not?
Because he pays me $5 to clean it.
I like the way you think, Aki.
So why were black country comedians like Aina Can I Lie, Tommy Munden, Dolly Allen, why were they so popular? And when we spoke to Josiane at the university, she said that from 1950s onwards there was an economic recovery and that had an effect. Didn't it, Josiane?
So, of course, when we look at the period of the 1950s in Britain, people started to want to have fun following the war. They might have had a little bit more money in their pocket, even though times were hard, but they suddenly wanted to forget the hardship of the war. So that's, that might explain why there was this kind of this surge in comedy at that time.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Times have been really... I'll wait for the siren to go, shall I? As if to prove that times are not tough enough. The police are coming to arrest us for crimes against theatre. Times have been really tough in the black country and times are really tough right now in 2020. And people used comedy to escape from that, to just get away from the day-to-day drudgery and just for a little bit have some fun. And that's what people in this area have been doing for years, is just trying to escape it a little bit. And you know what? That's what we've done today. Today has been a good day. Get up! Oh, where's my wallet?